Hello everybody, it's me again, Steve Doja here, back with another Dragon Ball The Breakers video. I usually expect to see Xenoverse to the beginning of these, but I'm saying Dragon Ball The Breakers. Yeah, so there's already been a lot of stuff data mined for update 1 of Dragon Ball The Breakers. We'll just go through this really quickly so I'm not wasting anyone's time, because I'm sure you guys want to go back to queuing up for your next match. So yeah, a lot of transfers have been leaked. If you guys don't know what that is, it's what makes you transform into these characters. The ones so far are, again, as you can see in the images, Android 17, Android 16, Adult Gohan, Videl, Goten, Trunks, Perfect Cell, Frieza, and Buu. Now, the reason why these are interesting is because I've been saying in my stream the whole time that you could transform as the Raiders. It would just be a different system. It wouldn't be the same system. And that's like clearly confirmed now. Aside from the fact, and again, that's something else I want to say. If you look at the shading for characters like Frieza, Cell, and Buu, right now, it's completely different from the shading of when they're Raiders. So you'll know which ones are Raiders based on how heavy the shading is. For example, this is like normal Dragon Ball art, right? Like, this is what you'd expect to see in a lot of Dragon Ball promotional material. So that's how you know these guys are, like, you know, they're transformation for the good guys. It's not like heavy, crazy Dragon Ball The Legends, like ultra unit shading type stuff. So aside from the characters being leaked, we actually have also their gameplay leaked. As you can see, and again, there's no audio. I've already checked, don't worry. The moves are moves that they've always had in Dragon Ball games, like Super Electric Strike is from Xenoverse 2. You guys see it here. It's Android 17 Super Attack. It's nice. I think the startup is a bit long, considering what a Raider can do to you in the seconds it takes before that comes out. But the projectile covers like a really nice area, so I imagine it'd be really, really hard to dodge. You could probably spam that at long range and win, actually. Side Bridge is another move you also had from Xenoverse 2. This time it doesn't come back. If it does come back, the clip doesn't show it. So actually, I think you can barely see it coming back. The clip does end, but you can actually see it coming back. So I think that's also pretty good for anti-Raider gameplay. And we have Rocket Fist, which does actually have a different animation than it did in Xenoverse 2. Which is, I'm very surprised that they put that much attention to detail in. The projectile speed does look ultra quick, which is good. It doesn't look as fast as something like Full Power Energy Wave, which is still like one of the best supers in the game. But it does look very, very good. So I'm happy about that. Goten's charge skill looks nice and annoying, and I do mean nice and annoying. I do like how you go up before you charge twice. That's something the Raider will definitely struggle with a lot when he has to fight a... Oh, could you imagine fighting a level 4 Goten? He'd be smaller too, which would be so hard to hit. You know what? Yeah, that's fair, because Raiders are so OP. I mean, they're fair and balanced. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, Goten's charge skill. Again, I'm not really hyped for the way the move looks, but it looks like it'd be an easy thing for survivors to use. In comparison to all of the really difficult moves that take forever to come out and don't do a lot of damage, or that they miss a lot of the time, so that's cool. And Double Buster's one I'm also ultra hyped for, because as you can see, it does chase. It does chase. And this move did a ton of damage in Xenoverse 2, so I'm only hoping its damage is pretty reliable here as well. Because this chasing the Raider down is like super attacks miss so often. So having a super attack that tracks the Raider is ultra tasty. That's crisp. I'm a huge enjoyer of that. I'm very happy about it. Alright, now for the bread and butter, it's the villain skills. Ooh, Perfect Kamehameha. It's again another Super Kamehameha. I do think the projectile does look like it is a bit faster than a normal Kamehameha. It doesn't look anywhere near as slow as a normal Kamehameha, which is cool. I also like how when you are Cell Dragon changed, you almost look exactly like him. I'm sure you guys have noticed barely, right? Like, even if I like pause the video at the right moment, you could see that there are moments where it just looks exactly like Cell. And then when it like starts to go like this, you're like, all right, that's clearly like a mid cosplay, right? But here, holy hell, I'm pretty sure most people are gonna put on the Cell power change on all 3 of their slots and then just call their character Cell. I'm very sure that's what most people are gonna do when this drops, because you just look like Cell. It's by far my favorite of all. Actually, I think I like the Buu one slightly more. We'll get to that. But it's very cool. Also, look at this. Can you see at the start of the clip? He has the idle animation of Cell pointing at his head. Does Xenoverse 2 have that? I actually think Xenoverse 2 does have that for Full Power Cell, but not for Normal Cell or Custom Partner Cell, which are more popular than Full Power Cell. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Frieza has Death Saucer, but before we talk about Death Saucer, let's just talk about this Frieza model real quick. Oh my god. You guys are peeping that horror, right? That is spooky. And that's not even Frieza, that's like Fridge. I was gonna say Cooler, but that character already exists. This is Fridge. We're calling this one Fridge. This is the Fridge Dragon change. Now, Side Bridge did also come back, So let's be honest, Death Slicer can definitely come back as well. You'll probably just have to do a second input for it. I hope the second input doesn't take extra key. But yeah, I think Death Slicer will also be good in this game, but you'll definitely have to do a second input for it. And if it's anything like the Death Slicer is in Xenoverse 2 now, after you do the second input, you can also rush the person down while it's coming back, which would be god tier. That would make this easily the most broken Dragon Change, I think. The startup for the skill is quite long, but the projectile itself, it's fast, and you can call it back, and then you'd be able to combo while it's heading towards the enemy again. So that would be ultra god tier. And then when you get to level... Can you imagine being a level 4 Dragon Change Frieza fighting level 4 Frieza? I just want to let you guys know that the scenarios are going to be really goofy when all of these updates drop for these characters. Boo's skill is Innocence Bullet, but it's actually Innocence Cannon. Innocence Bullet is the poison move. They just messed up the name. I'm not sure if that's the leaker's fault or the game's coding, but like the name is supposed to be Innocence Cannon. This exact same move is called Innocence Cannon in the game too when Fat Boo uses it. But one thing I want to talk about is, guys, look at that. They actually did the Boo design with like the antenna and like the buff body and his clothes really well. It looks like I mean not the character. The character themselves doesn't look anything like Boo. You can see the face now, right? But they actually does look like a very good like skinny Boo for like DBS Boo for like you know the game, right? And I want to let you guys know now, right? Let's just go back to Xenoverse 2 for a quick second. If they could do this, how could Xenoverse 2 not do this for Majin custom characters? Or add Skinny Boo as DLC for Xenoverse 2? I'm very surprised that this was like this looks pretty good. Aside from the character's face being like obviously not matching Boo's face at all, but it's so easy to recreate that face in this game. You could just make Majin Buu in this game. Again, you're gonna see a lot of people putting all 3 of their Dragon Changes as Majin Buu and calling their character Majin Buu because they just make their face look exactly the same. You're gonna see and then when you level 4 Dragon Change, you're gonna look like Majin Buu. It's so goofy. I love it. Majin Buu actually makes sense to level 4 Dragon Change because he's a good guy. I think that would actually be genuinely super cool to like see like a Fat Buu fighting Kid Buu. I think that's gonna go down in the history books. Sliding is a skill we've already seen before. It's Trunks' skill. They added it in the 3rd beta, the last minute trial. But double jump is completely new. And if you guys played the game, you can already see where double jump is being used. Admit it. Anytime you've come to this area, you've been like, damn, I wish I could get up there without having to use one of my abilities. There you go. And then we have After Image skill, which you obviously get from Cell. Now, the reason why this one excites me is because the Raiders' escape moves are really busted. So you could pop this before getting hit, and while you're after imaging to different areas, you could just turn on the grapple, face the camera in a different direction, and just dip before the after image is done. Because Cell can also cancel his animations before the after image is done. So I'm sure the survivors can do that as well. So before you get hit or when you get hit, if you know you're in danger, right, you could just pop this and then like grapple like somewhere else. Or if you're in the ground, just pop this, activate vehicle, and just bounce. Because vehicle, if you guys have been using the bomber vehicle, holy hell. Oh, goddamn. Activate this and use Solar Flare, Krillin Shoe, Charming Pose. This is a really good combo skill when it comes to escaping. You can use this in tandem with Grapple, Vehicle, Solar Flare, any of those moves, man. I'm sure After Image Strike is gonna be a bestseller. I don't know what else to call it. It's a bestseller, right? It's gonna be one of those moves that probably everyone has on, and rightfully so, because survivors do need more ways to not die instantly. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Naturally, this will be on Cell. So I imagine either level the skill up to level 10 so you can just use it without having Cell equipped, or just never take Cell off and have the skill on all the time. And the next one is Key Sense, the last one as well. Now, Key Sense I am hyped for, but I am kind of worried that its range is going to be really limited. And picking up civilians is cool, don't get me wrong. But I think the only reason I would want to know where a civilian is if I'm trying to look for a cave. After this are a bunch of survivor intros, and I do like a lot of these. There are only 2 I would say I would definitely put on. It's the last one. And I think probably... No, the last one is definitely my favorite. But Flying Nimbus, it's cool. It's nice. Everyone likes Kiton. You also have Frieza's pod, which is extra delicious. I do love it. Now, the character does look a bit too big to be sitting around in that, like, children's carnival ride. But it's fine, all right? It looks cool. You have a superhero landing. Pretty basic, but what else can you expect? I do like this one where the character is facing the wrong direction and pretends like as if he was ready. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this is the Oolong one. Yeah, this one's already in the game now. It's the worst one, in my opinion. You also have Charging Key, which is cool. Big appreciator of the ability to power-up in a Dragon Ball game. You also have a nice big jump hero pose. I'm not sure which exact thing this references, because that finger pointing up thing is something they like never do in Dragon Ball, so I actually don't know where that's from. At first I thought it was Majin Buu's jump, and then the finger posing thing was just different, so I have no idea. And then last you have the Ultimate Gohan landing, which every edgelord, including me, will have equipped because, yeah, why not? Now one thing, and I think the biggest thing, is definitely this one. This is the one I want to talk about the most. They have plans to add a rarity higher than 5, which we can all expect, right? Because it's a gacha system. So obviously, they're going to add the 6-star unit, the LR unit, the Ultra units. You know what I mean? That happens in like every game, ever. So, yeah. But Cax will get transformable hair depending on what form the transfer is in. So if you go Super Saiyan, if you have like Super Saiyan Goku's transfer, when you go Dragon Change level 1, 2, and 3, your character's hair will spike up as Super Saiyan. Guys, Xenoverse 2's 6-year anniversary is in 10 days. So Xenoverse 2 effectively, for 6 years, has not had transformable hairstyles. Breakers has transformable hairstyles in Update 1. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. If you want to defend Xenoverse 2, go ahead, feel free. But I've been telling you, it looks like the people behind Breakers do genuinely care a lot more. I do like. And again, I've seen a lot of excuses why they can't do transformable hair. What's the excuse now? Leave a comment down below. But yes, transformable hair depending on the form. And the Whis Cube is planned as a special intro. Now the Whis Cube, I'm guessing, is this last one. It's the white one here. I'm sure the Whis Cube is only for Super Ultra units. Stuff like, I imagine, like Beerus. Maybe like a Jiren. Something like super broken stuff. If that's the case, I don't know how you transform into those characters. Because I'd assume those guys as level 1s would be pretty... I mean, the Raider's really OP, actually, so I'm not sure. But those guys as level 1 could be pretty game-changing. Which means a lot of people are going to get very invested in the gacha system of this game. But at least, survivors will be able to survive. So I'm alright with that. The second orange Sophia here, I'm guessing is supposed to be the transformable Sophia. I'm guessing any Sophia would be transformable realistically. But there's a second orange one, which is going to lead me to believe that, yes, this is the transformable one. So if you get a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, your custom character will have Super Saiyan 3 hair. If you get Super Saiyan 2 Goku, your character will have Super Saiyan 2 Goku hair. If you get a Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, your character will have Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta hair. Oh, it goes on and on and on and on and on. There's so many goddamn forms. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan hair, Super Saiyan 4 Goku later down the line, fucking God Goku, Blue Goku, Ultra Instinct, Rose, Fuse Zamasu, Ultimate Gohan. Like, come on. Come on. The possibilities, they're never ending. I see it. I see it now. It's all within my reach. If you played Sonic Unleashed, you have to leave a like on the video now. Yeah, but this is already better than any transformation that Xenoverse has done in all of its 6 years. So, I'm big supporter. And the fact that a lot of these dragon changes look like they're made to buff survivors, I'm alright with that. Because that's what I was speculating, that the only reason why survivors are getting nerfed so heavy is because raiders are basically going to get no updates when the game comes out, because you play them you play them less often, so raider gameplay doesn't go as stale as fast. They're really strong already, so what is an update going to do for them? Make them stronger? Like, come on. This is where all the survivor gameplay was definitely catered to be going to. I don't agree with all the survivor nerfs, but the survivors are getting quite a bit of content, so we'll see what people can do with it. I already have a few crazy, kookily ideas in mind, but this update isn't out yet, so we'll have to wait. And further things I wanted to talk about. Someone said, to be clear, are you saying Cax hair will spike up for the transfer as a Super Saiyan 1 or turn their hair gold like 18 turns it blonde? And the leaker confirms you are perfectly correct. Forgot to include this for the thread, but if you select the Super Saiyan 4 form, you get the hair, etc. and accompanying stuff. Now, I do remember this model being leaked ages ago. I remember this being leaked ages ago before the game came out. I completely forgot that this was a thing. But yes, this confirms Super Saiyan 4 is already being in the game, because this hairstyle doesn't belong to anything else. I think it's Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's hair, but Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeto have the exact same hairstyle. I'm assuming it's not Vegeta. Someone here does say Vegeto, but Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is not really in any Dragon Ball thing. So I'm very sure it's Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's hair, which is raw, because you probably turn into a shirtless ape, meaning that you actually get Super Saiyan 4 as a canon transformation in this game before Xenoverse 2. Because when you Dragon Change into the character, you get their clothes. So you got the red fur, the like black hair with the weird textures on it, and the Super Saiyan 4 moves. Guys, that is more quirked up and go to the swouse than any Dragon Ball game has ever been in like the last like 7. I said 7 years as like as a reference, but 7 years is also when Xenoverse 1 came out, so I guess that's a pretty low bar I'm hitting. But yeah, that's really cool. I really actually like how like the different hairstyles do actually like show up when you transform into these characters. That's all Dragon Ball fans have been asking for. They've been asking for that since Xenoverse 2 came out. We just want new hair. Now we can finally have new drip. It's cool. We love it. That's all we wanted. Yes, that's exactly what we want. It's what we always want. I'm gonna put the SpongeBob clip there.
That's what we've been waiting for!
It's what we wanted all along!
So yeah, massive shout out to Ellie, or Mokochi. The ad is right there. You guys, you're not blind, right? I hope you're not, please. If you're blind, to get someone else to help you follow this person. Because they helped out all of us greatly. We all know this information now. We can all be happier and celebrate for the future that's to come. These are not season 2 things, all right? They've been confirmed in this version of the game, so they're gonna drop soon. Because season 2 drops in like 90 days, so these aren't season 2 things. Season 2 is gonna go nuts though. Great Ape Vegeta already as the Raider. What else is gonna drop with Great Ape Vegeta? Holy heck! The possibilities, man. They just keep getting fatter and fatter. So again, follow Ellie, Mokochi, super good fella for finding all of these things out, and I think that's a solid place to end the video. So again, obviously if you enjoyed the video, and obviously again, please leave a like to the video, subscribe to the Greatest Sports channel, and again, most importantly, please follow this person. I care about that more than anything else. Because when you show these people support, they continue to do more banger stuff for us. And you know what they say? Hard work should be rewarded. Good work should be rewarded. Good jobs, rewards, rewards, rewards. All the commendations, everything. So again, give them a follow. And I will see you all next time. Take care and peace.